John chapter 21, verses 1 to 14. Afterward, Jesus appeared again to his disciples by the Sea of Galilee. It happened this way. Simon Peter, Thomas, Nathanael from Cana in Galilee, the sons of Zebedee, and two other disciples were all together. "I'm going out to fish," Simon Peter told them, and they said, "All right, we'll go with you." So they went out and got into the boat, but that night they caught nothing. Early in the morning, Jesus stood on the shore, but the disciples didn't realize it was Jesus. He called out to them, "Friends, haven't you any fish?" "No," they answered. He said, "Throw your net on the other side of the boat and you'll find some." And when they did, they were unable to haul the net in because of the large number of fish. Then the disciple whom Jesus loved said to Peter, "Look, it's the Lord!" As soon as Simon Peter heard him say, "It's the Lord," he wrapped his outer garment round him, for he had taken it off, and he jumped into the water. The other disciples followed in the boat, towing the net full of fish, because they weren't far from shore, about 100 yards. And when they landed, they saw a fire of burning coals there with fish on it and some bread. Jesus said to them, "Bring some fish you've just caught." So Simon Peter climbed back into the boat and dragged the net ashore. It was full of large fish, 153. But even with so many, the net was not torn. Then Jesus said to them, "Come on, have breakfast." None of the disciples dared ask him, "Who are you?" because they knew it was the Lord. Jesus came, took the bread and gave it to them, and he did the same with the fish. This was now the third time Jesus appeared to his disciples after he had been raised from the dead. So at the start of this, Peter says he wants to go fishing. Fishing is what he did before he followed Jesus. It's his safe place. It's what he knows. He's reverting back to his old life, possibly thinking God had no further use for him, that he was washed up. Then a stranger appears on the shore. There's a charcoal fire burning there, and the stranger repeats the miracle that Jesus had performed when Peter first encountered him. And despite everything, once they all realize it's Jesus on the shore, Peter jumps into the water and rushes to be with Jesus. He might have reflected on the time he left the boat to walk on water towards Jesus, or the first miracle that Peter saw when Jesus multiplied the fish 3 years ago and said, "Come on, follow me." And they had 153 fish. I wonder who counted them all. Perhaps Jesus already knew. And Jesus made breakfast so that they could all eat together. Once again, food and hospitality is in the middle of everything in the kingdom. And Jesus is serving his friends as if being resurrected is the most natural thing in the world. That's so important. Jesus doesn't make a thing out of being resurrected. He just is. And he carries on as if nothing has changed. But he and his disciples know, of course, that absolutely everything has changed.